It was a few years ago, and we were all in the house. My mom, my dad, my sister, and me. Now, it wasn't a nice night by any means, because my parents could not stop arguing. I don't exactly remember what this specific conflict was about. Maybe money, or my mom's mom deciding to move in with us, or something like that. But as usual, it resulted in a deafening screaming match. As I did whenever any argument started, I hid away in my room, trying to act oblivious, trying to focus on other things. But suddenly, the yelling stopped, and a pause came. And after that pause, laughing. So much laughing. It grew louder and louder, and I got more and more confused. I later found out that they had stopped yelling, not because a consensus was reached or a solution made, no. It was because they had realized in that moment the disagreement they had meant absolutely nothing compared to the love they felt for each other. They looked at one another while they were yelling and immediately saw each other more clearly. They were laughing because they couldn't comprehend that something had made them feel so against one another. This year, my parents, Tim and Fran, are celebrating their 23rd wedding anniversary, and I'm honored to let you know why they click so perfectly 23 years later. My dad, Tim, is not someone I consider level-headed. He is unable to be patient. For example, the beginning of any family trip was a mess. My dad would always be ready first, and then would simply sit down and wait. Now, this sounds good and patient, but in reality, the situation was much different. One time, my sister was late and decided to go ask for his help. She didn't know it yet, but she had made the wrong decision. My dad suddenly blew up at her about being late and taking too long. He'd been holding in all these trips, and it finally came out in full force. We now know not to talk to him when he's waiting on us. Now, my mom, Fran, is able to balance him out nicely. She's level-headed and as understanding as they come. I have one example from another trip. We were in Ireland, and my dad was having some troubles with the Irish accent. We were ordering food at a restaurant, and my dad was struggling to understand the waiter. My mom was already getting ready to deal with the situation. He started to raise his voice, and she immediately cut in to finish his order. He looked furious for about 2 seconds, then realized what she'd done, and smiled at her. Even though my dad has his flaws, my mom does too. They're able to balance out each other with these flaws and make one cohesive unit. This anniversary, I want to congratulate them on 23 years as a successful duo, 23 years of marriage, and 23 years of turning arguments into laughter. Thank you.